EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
First down, the run with Lynch. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the Saints' 33-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Second and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
56. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. They're going to need some therapy after this. Check it out, Bree. Kill. Mike 56. Mike 56. Time to go. Pilot 64. Weak. Check 24. Check.
Here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9.
Check. Here we go. Check 3. Hey, easy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Set. Yellow lady. Good. High 4. Ready. Check. 5. Clock. Go. Hit the end. 20 seconds.
Breeze going to throw. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready, yellow lady, 56. Down to lose one. Check. Check. Hey, you kill. You kill. You kill. 56 to Mike. Good night.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. Well, he'll find Hall. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready, yellow lady, 56. Here we go, here we go. Here we go, team. Here I come, here I come. You're good, you're good. I fool, ready. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Kill, kill, kill. 12, 12, 12.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
56. It's a party now. It's a party now. He's crashing. He's checking.
We're scoreless after 1. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
21. Under 10. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Check 26. Check 26.
To throw is Breeze. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out.
That's our ball, baby. Going the other way.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it.
Oh, Cohen lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Ready? You ready? 56. Check 56. Hey, tight. Jim. Easy, opposite.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. Going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 3. Go. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Now Breeze. That is caught inside the 5.
Here we go. Set. Yellow lady. 58 is Mike. You can't block me. Under. Check 3. 0-2. Flare. Hey, zoom. Hatchet. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
56. I know he ain't got it. Shoot. Hey, kill. Hey, kill.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the carry, it's Lynch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They'll set up to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
A gain on the play. First down, Chicago.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A carry now for Lynch. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, it's Lynch. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Running for it. Here's Lynch. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Below Nichols. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
$36. Hey, wahoo!
Throwing now is Breeze. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
56. Check 56. On 1. You. White 56. Hey. High 7.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. reception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He'll drop the throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to Robinson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Second and 3. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan in there for a big milestone in this game. That's sack number 198 of his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer Reggie White for 2nd place all time. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Kill. 53. Hey, Echo. 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Quit talking about it.
Now Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Khalil Mack, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Easy, opposite. All day. Orbit. 56 is the mic. Let's go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He gets it complete to Harris. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And they give this time to the tailback. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Easy, opposite. Kill. 58, boy, 58, Mike. Hey, seam 6. Watch the block, motion, pop. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Here's Breeze to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Leonard Floyd, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping it on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up.
Mike's 50.
They'll look to throw here. This for his running back, McCoy. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Bandit. Shoot. Kill. 56 is the mic. It's our time. Hey, check 24. Say. Kill.
Now Breeze. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
first kick 47. This one looks good as well. On the return is Cohen. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. And really pouring it on now are the Cowboys. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And the Bears first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and 12 at the Saints' 49-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll look to throw. Looking deep now from McCoy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. We go 21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ready.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Sammy.
Alert 3. Check the backer.
13.
56.
Hey, Delta.
6, right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
That's going to be a long day.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bears take over at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, of course, as a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very coached.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
You got to be smooth. Don't be scared of it. Months 56. Months 56.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Back to throw. He finds McCoy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
He'll look to throw. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Watch tight end. 3 out,
2nd and 9 now. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now back to throw. Robinson's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's McCoy. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Cameron Jordan, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for New Orleans, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.